like to welcome our special guest, Mayor Kincannon. Thank you so much for joining us.
I'm glad to be here. Thanks for having me.
It's election day. Why is it so important to vote?
Well, it's so important to vote. It's a milestone. You get your driver's license at 16, you turn 18. I encourage everybody to register the moment they turn 18, but after registering, you got to exercise your right to vote. I'm wearing white today because when my grandmother was born in 1902, she and any women in our country had no right to vote, and so I don't take that privilege lightly, and I vote every time I can, and I encourage UT students to do the same.
And so a really big reason we're here today is because for a lot of students on campus, this is their first presidential election that they get to take place in. I mean, kind of tell me, why is it so important for these students to be getting out and voting right now?
Well, voting is how we elect our leaders, and leaders make a difference. And I think that this is a very important election, and no matter the outcome, it's important to exercise your right to vote. If your candidate is more likely to win if you actually vote for him or her. I'm, again, really excited about all the people on the ballot. I want to encourage everybody to not just vote every 4 years, but as a city mayor, we're on the ballot only in odd years. And when we think about the issues related to housing and sidewalks and safety, the president has nothing to do with that. And so I encourage everyone to vote this year for president, but then also vote in your local and county and state elections as well, because those affect your quality of life in a really big way.
Each election, it brings so many people to the polls. What is a down ballot, and what does that matter?
Well, the president's at the top of the ticket, as are other federal offices, and then you have state offices, and then in the summer primaries, you have county and municipal things. At the bottom, if you're registered in the city of Knoxville, there's a charter amendment proposed. You have to turn the paper over and then read it and vote, and I'll just let you know I voted yes on both of them, so you might study those issues and consider voting yes as well. But those things, the charter amendment affects how voting is done in the city of Knoxville. I also want to put a plug in for students here. You live here in this city for 4 years, sometimes more if you're going on to grad school, and the quality of life here is really important to your life as a student. So if you want, vote in wherever you're from. But if you're going to live here for 4 years, I encourage you to register here and make your voice heard. Elected officials will pay even more attention to your needs if they know that you're registered to vote.
That's great.